Hi everybody, April here from Second Star Journal. Welcome to week 11, Project Life. Before we get started, I just want to say real quick how much I am really enjoying this project. I really didn't think it was going to be something I was going to be able to keep up with, but I look forward to it every week, and I'm really thankful for all of you guys following along. So this week I kept things pretty simple. I did use majority of my kit comes from my Ellie Studio stash because I wanted to use those purples and those teals to kind of represent how the week was bright and sunny and warm and it just kind of starting to feel like spring. So the first card I'm going to work on is my title card, and I pull out my Citrus Twist Weekish stamp set, and I just want to say first how much I love this stamp set, how it gives me that flexibility with the amount of different weeks it has in the kit. So I go ahead and stamp that on my spare piece of paper, which I'm so glad that I always do that because I forget that some of these stamps have a little bit of a pocket, so I just need to make sure I push down extra hard when I stamp it on my title card. The next thing I grab is my Ellie Studio purple alpha stickers, and these, I was so excited to use these. I couldn't wait, which is kind of why I also went with the purple and teal theme this week because I really was looking forward to using these. So I am sticking them at the top of the little acetate paper because I'm trying to get them to line up, but I'm having the hardest time. So I just end up grabbing one of them, sticking it where I want it to go, and then using that trick to kind of line up the second one. Now, once those are stuck down, I go ahead and grab my Ellie Studio label, and it is a teal label, and I grab my Heidi Swap roller date stamp and just stamp out this week. So while I finish that title card, I just want to explain to you my week. It was my mom's birthday, which I'll explain in a photo later, and then she ended up coming over one day and bringing her virtual reality game, so my girls got to play with that. And then I got some happy mail, and then me and my husband on the weekend kind of went out and took some pictures. So I'll explain the photos more in detail, but I just kind of wanted to explain the week. Now that those dates are stamped out, I'm just going to go ahead and stick down this label, and I'm just going to put it underneath the week and call this title card good. So the first photo I am going to work on is a photo of my tea that I took looking out my back window to show that all the snow in my yard is gone. And I know it's hard to see, but hopefully you'll see it at the end. But I did end up putting a digital stamp from the Kelly Stamps coffee loading set that says "You had me at coffee" in the upper right hand corner. And I stick it down on that journaling card and call that one done. The next photo is my Happy Mail from Feed Your Craft, which I ended up putting 3 digital stamps on it. The heart is from Ellie Studio's January subscription. The Sparks Joy and the Yes Treat Yourself is from Inna Creative Bubbles Retail Therapy. This next photo is a photo of my daughter playing the virtual reality, and I did end up putting a digital stamp on this one as well in the upper right hand corner. It's from Everyday Explorer's Lockdown Life digital set. So this next photo is a shadow picture I took of me and my husband when we were out this weekend taking photos, and I ended up printing the photo directly on an Ellie Studio digital card, and then I have that Good Vibes Only journaling card. Now, to make this a 6x4, I was going to use my washi tape trick like I did in week 7, which I'll link above now, but I subscribe to somebody on YouTube called Leilani, who she sticks the photos down to a spare piece of paper and then cuts it out, which I wanted to try this week, and I really loved how it came out. I will link her YouTube channel below. You guys really need to check her out. I love her work. So the last photo kind of journaling thing I'm going to work on is one for my mom for her birthday. It is under that Love This journaling card. I am making kind of a flip up. So I did pre-fill out this little journaling of my mom and just kind of how it's a birthday and I hope that she has an amazing day, and it was nice to be able to see her this week. And then I just grabbed this old photo, which is a photo of me, my husband, my kids, and my niece who ended up coming up to visit, and my mom on the top of a mountain, and just kind of stick that down to that today was card and checked off good. And I'm going to stick that to the top part of that flap as well. Before I stick down the top part of it, what I want to do is make a little tab to let me know that there's actually stuff underneath that. So I grab my Ellie Studio collected stamp set and grab a stamp that says lift up here, and I'm just going to stamp that on my spare piece of paper and cut that out so I can make sure that is in between the top part of my flap and that next part, and I'll show you here shortly. So once that's all cut out and I know it's the size I need it to be, I'm just going to journal on that love this card, which once it's all put together actually points down to the photo of my husband and I, so that's what I end up journaling on that card about. So once everything's done, I'm going to go ahead and stick everything down. First, I want to make sure that I get that lift this up part in the position that I want. So I stick that to that card first, and then I go ahead and use tape on that back side of the other journaling card and stick this love this card to it, trying to line it up perfectly. And I do kind of mess up a little bit, but the great thing about this tape, which I'll link everything down below, is I can lift it up without ruining anything. To finish off this journaling card, I grab a Heidi Swap chipboard piece, which is a heart arrow, and put that on the photo and point it at my mom and call that card done. Now to finish off this week's spread, I'm going to put on my die cut piece. The first one I grab is one from Ellie's Studio that says Living in the Moment, and I go ahead and stick that down at the bottom of the picture of my daughter playing the virtual reality game. And then I also grab one from Ellie's Studio that says Stay Curious, and I put that at the top of this journaling card. The next one I'm going to grab is that teal circle star, and I'm going to stick that on my Happy Mail from Feed Your Craft and stick it in the upper left-hand corner. Then I'm going to grab this kind of light teal label and stick that between the two cards so it kind of makes it look like it's one card, and I will fill that out after. And then the last thing that I'm going to do is grab this little ticket and fill out kind of journaling about how spring's here and the snow's gone, and put that on the photo of my morning tea. So the last thing I'm going to do to finish up this spread is go through my word phrase stickers and my chipboard stickers or my puffy stickers to see if there's anything that match. And I did find a word phrase stickers from Felicity Jane that says you and me, and it fit perfectly in that little label next to the picture of me and my husband. So I go ahead and stick that down. And then when I was going through my chipboard pieces, I had a Ellie Studio icon sticker chipboard set, and it had a teal TV and a purple heart, so I thought it would match perfectly. So I grabbed the purple heart and stick that above the good vibes only, and then I grabbed that teal TV and stick it on the photo of my daughter playing and cut off the top, and I call this week's spread done. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. Thank you.